Okay, we're going to go through this depreciation problem. The first one we're going to do is straight line. So it says that the equipment was bought on January 2nd for $27,000. So this will be our cost, and then we subtract our residual value when we're doing straight line. So 27,000 minus 6,000 would be 21,000, and then we have to divide by 4 years. So we're going to do 21,000 divided by 4. So each year would be 5250. So the cost is 27,000, and the book value is also 27,000 because we haven't had any depreciation. Then the depreciable cost is always the cost minus the residual value, and we said the residual value was 6,000. So 27,000 minus 6 would be 21,000. Straight line is going to be exactly the same every year, divided by 4 years. So depreciation for each year is going to be 5250. And for the first year, we only have 5250 in accumulated depreciation. But then we need to add 5250 to that, and we would get $10,500, and then we need to add 5250 more to that. We would get 15,750, and then we would add 5250 to that, and we would get 21,000, which is the total depreciation that we're going to have on this. The depreciable cost is 21,000. That's the total amount we should depreciate. So the book value is the cost, which is always 27,000 minus what's in accumulated depreciation, which is 5250. So that would be 21,750. Then the cost is 27,000 minus 10 what's in accumulated depreciation, and that would be 16,500. Then for the next year, cost minus 15,750 in accumulated depreciation would be 11,250. And then the last year, the cost minus 21,000 would leave us with 6,000 as the book value, which should equal the same as what the residual value was. Then for units of production, you're going to take the cost minus the residual value. Instead of dividing by years, you're going to divide by units. So the cost was 27,000 minus the residual value, which was 6,000. And the useful life in units, it says we're going to use it for 7,000 years. So 21 minus 7 would be $3 per hour. So the asset cost is 27,000. The book value would be the same. For the first year, $3 per unit, and for the first year we have 21 hours, no, 700 hours for the first year. So that would be 2,100. For the second year, we had still going to be 3 for each year. So you can go ahead and put 3 if you want to for each year, because that's the cost per unit is going to be exactly the same. The second year was 2,100 hours. The third year was 2,800, and the fourth year is 1,400. So 6,300, 8,400, and 4,200. Now, accumulated depreciation for year one is 2,100. So we're going to do the cost of 27,000 minus 2,100, and that would leave us with 2,490. For year two, we have 6,300. So 2,100 plus 63 would be 8,400. So now we take 27,000 minus the accumulated depreciation of 8,400, and that would give us 18,600. For the next year, we had 8,400, and we already have an 8,400 balance, so add that together and we get 16,800. Then take your cost of 27,000 and subtract out your accumulated depreciation, and that would give you a book value of 10,200. Then for the last year, we had 4,200. Add that to what's in accumulated depreciation of 16,800. And now accumulated depreciation has fully depreciated to 21,000. And the book value is at 6,000, which should be because your residual value is 6,000. Now, for double declining, you're going to take the book value. So this is different because you're taking the book value. The book value at the end of year one is still 27,000. Times 2 times 1/4. Remember, 1 over the number of years. So 27,000 times 2 would be 54,000. Divide that by 4, and you would get 13,500 for the first year. So now your book value is 27,000 minus 13,500. So your book value is 13,500. So now you're going to use that number, and you're going to times that number times 2 divided by times 1/4. 13,500 times 2 divided by 4 is 6,750. So 6,750 plus what's in accumulated depreciation, that would be 20,250. And 27,000, which is your cost, minus your accumulated depreciation of 20,250, leaves us with 6,750. So 6,750 is the book value, and we can only depreciate this down to 6,000. So it's already at 6,750, so we can only subtract 750 from it to give us a book value of 6,000. 6,750 minus 750. Now in accumulated depreciation, we have accumulated all the depreciation we can have because the depreciable cost is 27,000 minus 6. So for the last year, there will be no depreciation expense because we've already depreciated it. So you just bring down those numbers here, and then of course no depreciation. And that is all to working straight line units of production and double declining method.